Hey everybody, what's up? I want to be up soon. I just have to handle something.
Yeah. What is good?
Not much. How about yourself?
Chilling.
Have to look for some shit, man.
Tupac fans are annoying. Oh man, that's funny. Tupac fans are annoying. I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm just not looking at that.
Wow. What up? DJ Tim was good, man. Sam, Ronnie. Tupac fans are annoying.
I wonder where that came from.
I don't know. I don't see Q in here. So how did Tupac come up? Even when Q's not here, we still talking about Tupac. Yep. Yeah, man.
Ready for this review?
Yep.
Ronnie said, I listened to the Champ is still mixed.
Oh God. Are we really gonna start this again? I had enough with Jada. I don't want to hear about Jada for a long time right now. You know what I'm saying? They're just going ape shit with this. Like, did the Locks win the World Series? Like, I don't remember them getting a trophy for this shit.
Well, people are saying that Jadakiss is like the bestest performer or whatever.
He's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Fab got washed. You know, people want to say Dipset got washed. Fab got washed early.
Combination to begin with.
Fab got washed early, and I thought Fab would have been right there with him, and he just was playing all them damn chick joints and shit. But, you know, Dipset, they fucked up because the energy wasn't there like the Locks, and they had the wrong playlist, and the antics of Jadakiss just incited the crowd. That's how the Locks won. But make no mistake about it, Dipset fucking discography is way deeper than the Locks to me. You know, people only know Diplomatic Immunity Volume 1. Go back and listen to all those other joints that Duke the God was coming out with. All those other albums that he was dropping. All those mixtapes they did with K. Slade. You know, they were on everybody's projects and shit. You know, Hell Rel, his albums. J.R. Ryder, his albums. You know, who else they had? 40 Cal, his albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had heat. You know what I'm saying? The Votto shit, the early Votto. Votto was a part of Dipset. People forget that. When they split and Cam was off doing the Guns and Butter shit with Votto was a part of Dipset. You know what I'm saying? And then him and Votto, you know, they had a falling out or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like you know, the Bird Gang shit with Mel Matrix and Stack Bundles and NOE 730 Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Like them shits was fire. Purple City. Fire shit they were coming out with. Like you know, they discography is way deeper than the Locks. They just had, you know, they played the wrong shit. Like, again, and we saw this before in the verses. Like, there's verses in the past where niggas had the wrong playlist.
Oh yeah. And I was telling my friend earlier. Wow, we're seeing a lot of new people here anyway. I was telling my friend earlier that if Dipset would have played a lot of this shit, especially from the late 90s and shit like that, because they focused specifically on like the 2000s. They don't hear shit in sports.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of people always say Purple Haze is his best album, right? I didn't hear shit from Purple Haze.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest,
Purple Haze alone is beating anything Jadakiss ever had out. Come on now. Let's be real about that.
Even the first time,
Jadakiss have no album that's fucking with Purple Haze. He ain't have no album that's fucking with SDE. He have no album that's fucking with
SDE. I can agree with.
Purple Haze is a
Come
classic
home with
album.
me. Yeah, come home with me. I
Yes.
can agree with, but I feel like he has some shit that can go head to head with Purple Haze and
Nah.
shit.
Album? Not album. Not album wise. None. To me, his best album was his first album. I don't think Kiss the Death we just talked about months ago. There's a lot of songs that's outdated on there.
Yeah.
What's that? Last Kiss. People say they like Last Kiss. I didn't care for Last Kiss. Top 5 Dead or Alive was trash. His other the only other good album I like from him is the album we did with Fabulous. That's it. I don't like none of his other solo shit. I think it's trash.
Hold that. I'm gonna watch my phone. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Confessions of Fire, yeah, Sam and Ronnie. I didn't hear shit from Confessions of Fire. That kind of
Exactly.
irritated me.
He didn't play nothing from there. None of those out. It was just too much Cam like records as it is. Like they didn't spread out. They didn't spread it out and balance it. Like you had all of these artists that was down with them. They wasn't there to show up at all to rep for the set. They didn't play none of their joints. You know what I'm saying? They had a group out in London. Y'all remember SAS? 2-man group out of London. They were down with Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Jaja, she was down with Dipset. They had many other members. Bezel, he was from Philly, down with Dipset. So many other members, and people just forget that it was a collective and not just about Cam, Jim, and Jewels. This whole collective was dropping heat in the 2000s, and they just fucked up that whole playlist to me. You know, and Jadakiss antics just inciting the damn crowd from the beginning, and they just ran with that wave. Yeah, West Side Gun. We're gonna do an album review on the double album when that drops on West Side Gun. There's no security there. People jumping on stage. You got people pouring out liquor on stage and all kind of thoughts on stage, and none of them chicks, none of them niggas should have been on that stage. My son was there. I have no idea why my son was there. He ain't never dropped nothing good in his life. Why were you on stage? For what? You were never a part of Dipset. You know what I'm saying? It was just disorderly, and Swizz wasn't even there. He was in another country chilling with Alicia Keys. They were celebrating their anniversary, so he wasn't there. Timbaland wasn't there. You know, you got people that was there. Nobody wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? It was just there was no, it wasn't organized. You know?
Yeah, I didn't know Swiss was his anniversary of Alicia.
Nah,
I didn't know that.
he wasn't there because they did the after show after it went off, and he was on a boat. He was on a yacht. You know what I'm saying? And he was celebrating. They were celebrating. It's like 11 years they've been married or whatever. And he's calling out 50 like, oh, we want 50 to be a part of it. Who 50 versus who? Is it gonna be Ja Rule? Who is it gonna be? He's like, oh well, Ja Rule gonna be the obvious choice. But 50, he didn't want to do it because he's like, you know, he not really fucking with the verses like that. But they want 50 to be a part of it or whatever. You know, I seen a clip of Mace saying that he wants to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Mace with his one good album, you know, he was on a lot of features, so I think he could do it. I don't know who he putting up against Mace. Who he putting up against Mace? You know, what one good album versus Mike Geronimo? He had one good album. You know.
I mean, but at least I enjoyed Vendetta more than Double Up. So.
Oh God, yes, and that's not saying a lot because Vendetta wasn't a great album. Shit. You know, I don't know who Mace is battling. Nori? I don't know.
Hell no.
No. I think Nori would lose to Beans. He got a better chance at Mace than Beans.
Low key, Nori and Beans. I wouldn't mind seeing Nori and Beans.
Yes, I want to see that. I think that would be an entertaining battle, but I think he would still lose to Beans though. Lyrically and discography wise, I think Beans is washing him.
Nori will be busy talking too much.
Yes, exactly. Nori got a couple bangers. His best shit is with the Neptunes. They made all his best shit. Super Thug, Nothing. You know, Grimy. That's his biggest hits. Is with Pharrell. You know, minus Banned from TV that was done by Swizz, but his other best shit is like with the Neptunes. You know, I think Beans would watch that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a better chance at beating Mace with his one good album than Beans. You know,
I wonder what the next one is because I feel like this one they set the bar pretty high for this one.
I don't listen to Azealia Banks. I don't know what she do, what she's doing.
Azealia Banks makes music.
Supposedly,
I've always seen her talking shit and cooking her cat.
she
I didn't
acts
forget.
like I've seen it in movies. She acts, but I don't listen to her music. So
And anybody can act these days. Any musician can go to a movies and act these days and shit like that. It's like
yeah,
it's in the contract. It's in the contract. Oh,
I
you
have the
gotta.
whole. Mm.
Oh, it's like you got to go to a movie and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just in case your career don't fall off.
I have the Harlem World album. That wasn't good. And Kanye West, that was like early Kanye West production on that album. You know, Nas was on that album. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a good album. You know, but
Yeah.
yeah, and everything after Harlem World for me, nah. I just, you know, I think if we had went to G Unit, we would have got some better music out of him. Cause 50 would have made sure he wasn't putting out no bullshit.
Yeah. Ronnie, I'm gonna watch the interview tonight. I was just so tired last night on some real shit. So yeah. By the way, I might end this video off like about 12:30, 12:45 and shit. Just to let you know.
Yeah,
Because
Mace
we're gonna
feels
start
so.
about awesome. We're gonna start 11:30 and shit.
Okay, Mace feels so good on Cameron Horse and Carriage.
Horse and carriage.
I love both of those songs. To tell you the truth, man. Feel so good is what really put what that was Mace's first big hit on Bad Boys. So
Right.
I like the sample, the Cool in the Gang sample.
Speaking of Cool in the Gang, I saw a Facebook post.
Mm-hmm.
They had like an ill picture of Cool in the Gang pre JT, and they said Cool in the Gang when they were actually cool and shit. And I was like, I cannot agree more.
That's all Reg. Of course you would say that.
I cannot agree more.
I thought
I
they
even
were
share that.
pretty. Mm-hmm.
I even share that shit because niggas don't know. They just know Ladies Night, Celebration. Give me Summer Madness, Little. Give me all.
That was
I'm
great.
gonna have to do a video one day about that.
That was
shit.
great. Or we could just do a whole discography breakdown of these stuff.
I don't know if I go that
No,
far.
you don't like Cool in the Gang like that? Okay.
I mean, I would. I want to. I wouldn't mind doing a breakdown on Cool in the Gang, but there's plenty of other artists I want to do before Cool in the Gang.
Right. We'll just put that on the list for a later date.
Yeah,
Maybe next.
but I want
episode.
BJ because the R&B group we talked about. I want to do that before because
Which one we
BJ said
talking
he was
about?
busy this whole fucking last month and showing you yet.
Which one do we talk about?
I'm gonna text you because I want to leave this
Okay.
a secret.
Okay. You don't have to change.
Yeah, that's a Cool in the Gang song from Light of Worlds. See, Ronnie know. That's the one on Master A sample for You Can't Find Me.
Right.
Just texted you too.
They were a great group. I would say they're great with either leader. I mean, I grew up in the JT era before the other dude, but they're great with either of them to me. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but I think
Oh
like
yes, you did say that. I forgot.
yeah,
When we doing that?
I'm gonna talk to BJ this week because that was supposed to have been last month, but he said he was busy as hell last month.
Okay. That's cool. Somebody said an MP3 site leaked the Nas album already.
I'm not gonna listen to it till Friday because that might not
Nas I
even.
Am. Do you know what MP3 site Nas I Am leaked on?
Napster.
We didn't. That was later though. Not it. It came on. It was already on bootleg cassettes because I had the bootleg cassette when it came out.
Oh,
You know what I'm
for real?
saying?
I thought
That
it was already on
yes.
Napster.
No, it was. It was. This is before Napster and Morpheus and all those file sharing sites. It was leaked to the streets on cassette on bootleg, and then like it was passed around the city, and that's how people a lot of people heard it, and then it was leaked to the internet. When we got the internet later on, I didn't get the internet till like '98 and like end of '99. I want to say like not like end of '98, early '99. I got the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I already had the bootleg. My homeboy gave me the bootleg tape, and it had like the original track listing. The songs from all the songs that was on the Lost Tapes Part One was on the bootleg, and some of the songs from Nostradamus. There's songs that he added because Nas's Like wasn't even made yet. He went back in the studio to make that. That wasn't on the bootleg, and
Figure.
not the Nostradamus title track that wasn't on the bootleg. Like he had to go back in and make new songs because of the leak. You know. But man, if that album had ever came out, that double album would have been a classic.
Yeah, man. I'm curious to what this EPMD 2 song is.
With the Eminem joint.
Yeah, with Eminem and EPMD.
I want that can't be bad. APMD and Eminem on a track with Nas. That might be the only good song on that album. I'm not hyped for the album. I'm gonna listen to it because it's Nas. I'm gonna give him that respect. But if I had my choice of him doing another King's Disease album or an album with AZ or Primo, I'm taking that because I don't think he should have even made another sequel for King's Disease. I don't get it.
Yeah, because if this King's Disease, God forbid, if it's bad,
It wouldn't be the
then
first time we had a bad Nas album. Like
well, yeah, but at the same time, it will. There's still sequel albums because, well,
he
besides
doesn't he doesn't
EPMD 2,
he doesn't
only
do
goes
sequel
to
albums. That's why I'm like he don't do sequel albums. He don't. There's no point in doing that. I think it's stupid anyway for artists to feel like, oh well, 25 years later now I'm gonna make a sequel to my classic album. Like how long you been waiting for Muddy Waters 2 and Redman is still promoting that shit. I'm like I don't even care to hear that at this point. Muddy Waters Part 1 was a classic. We don't need a Part 2 for that. You can give us a new album. I'll greatly appreciate that with all production done by Eric Sermon. Maybe you can throw in, Alchemist or Ninth Wonder or whatever. We don't need a sequel to Muddy Waters. We don't need a sequel to Do or Die. You know what I'm saying? We don't need Raekwon was like the only one that really, was successful at having a sequel album. You know what I'm saying? But, he's doing a part 3 to Cuban Link. So I hope that shit is good.
mm,
You know?
who else did a sequel album? Yeah, I can't think of that many, but it's
There's a couple.
11:30. I'm ready to. Huh?
Yeah. That's it. Rick Ross did it with Port of Miami. That was
That was
actually
actually
decent.
good.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Ross ain't got no whack album, so I wasn't surprised. Lost Tapes too, I didn't like it. I like the RZA tracks surprisingly, and I felt like RZA production fell off years ago.
Yeah, but I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, let's go.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Wednesday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me,
It's good.
and we are continuing the Ja Rule weekly ordeal. Well, Stillmatic, I don't consider that a sequel
That's
album.
not a sequel.
It's
No.
not a sequel album. No. We're gonna do Ja Rule, Rule 336, and yes, I'm holding the vinyl because Tim was trying to throw shade at me, talking about, oh, I don't like this album. I was like, no, this is my favorite album from Ja. So
Really?
if I was to get one album, I was to get this
Interesting.
album.
Interesting.
You said what?
That's interesting. It's your favorite Ja Rule album.
This is actually my favorite Ja Rule album. I've always been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even when I was not even fucking with Ja, this was the one I listened to the most. The next
Right.
next to BDBDBG, next to that one. But
Right.
we're gonna talk about that. This came out in 2000. I'm pulling up the date. October 10th, 2000 to be exact. On Murder Inc. under Def Jam. This is known for singles like Between Me and You, Put It On Me, Self-Entitled, okay.
Yeah.
I Cry, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 Feet Underground. Producers include Irv Gotti, Ty 5, Lil Rob, Self Service, Demiza, True Style, and that nigga Rev. And guest appearances with Christina Milian, Vita, Thigh Murder, Black Child, Dave Bing, J.O. Felony, Shay Shice, and Lil Mo. Alright, so after the release of Vidi Vidi Vici, Ja Rule pretty much didn't waste no time working on this next album and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? Um and so, like I said, nothing really happened really between that much, he just started, having a more stylistic change in his music by doing like a lot more mainstream appeal. Because this album, to me, I consider like his breakthrough album.
Right.
If you ask me,
Mm-hmm.
give me 1 second, hold on. I consider this album to be like his breakthrough album because of the fact that like it got him like international success. Because Vidi Vidi Vici, even though that was successful, it was more like, how can I put it? It was more like a local. I don't want to say local hit, but he made that specifically for the streets, if that makes sense.
Right.
And with this one, and I've stressed about this plenty of times, like on this channel, how this is pretty much the best balanced Ja Rule album in his discography.
Mm-hmm.
Because Vidi Vidi Vici was more for the hardcore heads. And I'm gonna say what I have to say about the other albums, but I know the pain is love. I kind of stressed about that already, but we'll talk about that next week. By the way, I did sell the album Pain is Love, by the way, to let y'all
You
know.
sold it? How dare
Yeah,
you?
I thought I still had it, but
The disrespect that you could give Ja Rule.
hey, I thought I was gonna get it again, but at the same time, it was just like, so at the same time, it was just like, I could get it again, but to this day, I still have not seen that album.
Yeah, because it's a small
So
print.
like I said, eventually I'll get it, but
Yeah.
I'm not in a main rush to get that album again. So disrespect to
Okay.
me, but so yeah, this is the album cover right here. But there's actually another album cover too. Another album cover too, where he's like, I want to say like he had like a white do rag, praying or whatever. This is the first time I'm actually opening this, but yeah, this is the insert right here, and this is Ja right here too, chilling. I love the red background on this album too.
Yes, I love that. And
So
the words on it too.
yeah, oh yeah. He says, if I can read it, he who believes in Jah shall have everlasting love. He who does not shall not still life, but the wrath of my vengeance. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Moonflower said, does anyone know why he decided to switch from his street stuff? Well, a lot of motherfuckers were doing that at that
Yeah.
time, because the
He went
thugs need love. They're
he
trying to
went
get
platinum.
that R&B play and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So
He went platinum with Rennie Ray Ricci. That's why. You know.
right,
So it's just like just leveling up and having a more commercial sound.
definitely. All right. So with that being said, Murder Inc. at this time too, he was still pretty much the only artist dropping shit at that time too, because
Ashanti didn't drop yet.
not yet,
Okay.
not yet. That was 2001.
2001.
Well, she got signed this year, but
Mm-hmm.
she didn't really drop anything till 2001. Yeah,
Okay.
scratch that. 2002. Scratch that.
Right.
Yeah, so pretty much Ja Rule was still like the flagship artist. They did come out with the Murderers album, which, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the Murderous album with Pain is Love
Right.
next week and stuff like that too. Really cannot wait to talk about that. Really
Mm.
can't.
I might have to tag Ja Rule in that.
You said what?
So I might have to tag Ja Rule, Ja Rule in that.
Hey, who else was
You know,
giving him that love? But anyway,
exactly. He should watch it. You know.
yeah. And around this time too, Charlie Baltimore, Christina Milian were in this album. And Vita too.
Rita, yeah.
You know, artists that never dropped an album there, but they
Right.
ended up getting shelved.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, this album has about 16 tracks, so let's get this shit started. Track number one is the intro track. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much sets the whole fucking tone of the album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I actually like this intro, so yeah.
Yeah. The intro was like the first intro on Veni Vidi Vici. You know, just him chanting and saying a lot of different things. You know, I should just kill myself, get it all over with. But then I stop and pray, Lord, watch over me. Just stuff like that. That's reminiscent of the same intro he had on the first album. You know, so he basically continued that trend with this one. So it was cool.
Yeah, definitely. Again, the DMX influence and shit too
Right.
was prevalent. Then track number two, Watching Me. Again, a very, very, very dope track. This was produced by Lil Rob and Irv Gotti. Just pretty much, him looking after his enemies, watching him and shit like that. How he also be careful what moves he makes and shit too. So yeah,
Yeah, it was a dope beat. Really, I like the hi hats on the guitar loop, and you got Josh saying we do homicide drive-bys, cock and spray. If we some last man standing, you's about to lay. And it was a nice track after the intro.
definitely. And when I'm going to talk about the next track, I'm going to share y'all the alternate cover of Rule 336 in case y'all didn't see it. But the next track is Between Me and You. So what I'm gonna do with that, my baby? That's featuring Christina Milian. Now, this is probably my least favorite single off this album. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This, even though I like this song, but I don't love it. It was a big song at that time.
Mhm.
Christina Milian was everyone's favorite Afro Latina at that time too. This is like his first major crossover hit. Had that quintessential R&B playground Murder Inc. beat. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For Ja Rule fans, you would definitely appreciate it and shit like that too. So yeah, and there's also a version where Ja Rule actually sings the chorus instead of Christina Milian. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
So where's the alternate cover? I don't see it.
you don't see? Hold
Is
on,
that is that the
that's
one
it right
like
there.
the one with the eyes?
No, the one with the white do rag.
No, that's Pain is Love.
What?
That's the Pain is Love cover.
My slow ass. Somebody put that as the rule. Somebody put that as rule 360. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, that's the alternate for Pain is Love. Okay. Damn.
Oh no, there's an alternate version for Pain is Love too. I didn't see the alternate cover for Pain is Love.
Pain is Love or Pain is Love 2?
Pain is Love.
Yeah, I guess the alternate cover was the white do rag. I thought that was Rule 336.
So what's the original cover for Pain is Love? I never seen it.
The original cover was just the retail version with this him in the close up of him with Pain is Love tattoo on his like chest and shit.
Oh wow, I never seen that one. I've always seen the one with the white do rag. I thought that was the regular cover
Yeah, the one Pain is Love. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
with the white do rag. That's the regular cover, or like that's a different cover.
Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure we're talking about the right thing. Give me 1 second.
I thought you said it was an alternate cover for Rule 336, right?
Yeah, the cover with the white do rag. I thought that was the Rule 336 cover because I saw Rule 336 and they put that cover there
Right.
a couple years
No,
ago.
that's the Pain is Love. That's the Pain is Love cover. But you're saying that's the Pain is Love alternate cover?
Yeah, because the original Pain is Love cover with the white do rag and the white letters that's the cover I had, and shit like that
I
too.
never seen the Pain is Love bootlegs had the alternate cover with him in the white do rag. So I always thought that was like the regular 'cause I never bought Pain is Love. So
Yeah,
that's
this is
Pain
the
is Love. Oh
regular.
yeah, okay, I seen that one. I seen that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so the other one with the white do rag is the alternate cover.
yeah. That's the alternate
Oh
version.
okay, okay. But
Appreciate that.
I never seen the Ruthie 36 cover, the alternate cover.
Well, there's no alternate cover
Oh, there's no alternate cover. Okay,
because they're telling me that's the Painless Love cover. So I guess I made a mistake on my end and shit.
okay. Yeah. Between me and you was dope. I mean, it's so. Every time I hear it, I remember like when, you know, it was big on the TRL countdown and Christine. I didn't know who the hell Christina Milian was at that point. She didn't really make a name up for herself in music. I know Def Jam dropped her after a while, so it was a cool song. I liked it. It's not something that I care to play all the time. Though. I could skip over it.
Right. Um.
There's six.
Now.
DJ Tim said there's six bonus tracks on Pain is Love
Oh wow.
on the alternate cover.
Okay.
Wow.
Shit.
Okay.
Anyway. Track number 4. Put it on me. Put it on me. I swear to God, these choruses are so annoying. Ja Rule always had the bad choruses, but anyway, yeah, this featured Vita, um, the Murder Inc. equivalent of a mill, but better. Um,
Oh man.
Very dope song. I'm not gonna lie, this song actually took me a while to get used to. I love when Ja was like, "What would I do? What would I be without my baby?"
Of course, everybody knows that part.
I remember when Busta Rhymes, when him, 50, and Eminem dissed Ja on the Hail Mary 2003,
hmm
he used to slay the fuck out of Ja. He was like, got you saying, "What would I be without?" Busta dissed the shit out of Ja Rule on that song. But anyway, this is actually like a dope song. One of those little love songs and shit like that. Vita definitely stole the show with that verse, in my opinion. Um, it was dedicated to his girl at the time, Aisha Murray,
Right.
and shit like that too, who eventually became his wife and
Right.
stuff. So
hmm
that's pretty dope. And there's actually another version,
hmm
a remix where it actually has Lil Mo too.
I like that one.
Yeah, it was alright.
I like that verse. The Little Mo was underrated. She's an underrated singer. I've always liked her songs. I like that version with Little Mo. I want to say Little Mo's in the video too for that version.
I want to say, yeah,
I haven't seen the video in forever. I like the song. Like it was a lot of heavy video play for this song when it came out, and I think it's dope. You got Josh saying when you cry, you wipe your tears. Who wipes your tears when you scared? Who's telling you there's nothing to fear? Girl, I'll always be there. And it's a one of them love songs. And again, like Ja, at this point in his career, he was becoming a commercial artist after the success of the first album, and we had songs like this that was more mainstream, and that's what really people remember him for. So I enjoyed it. Did we lose Reg?
sorry.
Reg? Okay. No, DJ Tim said there's no bonus tracks. Okay, so I don't understand. Was it like a sampler of 6 tracks or something? I
I
don't know.
guess so. Anyway, now we're gonna get into 6 Feet Underground. Love the song, hate the video. Um, this was pretty much just a song where he's talking about his demons and confronting his enemies and shit like that.
Hmm.
It uses a Madonna sample, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
that little sped up voice is Madonna.
Yeah,
Really?
from the movie of Evita and shit.
Wow.
Madonna's best
Wow.
acting on that
Right.
movie, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Right. Facts.
Way better than that swept away shit.
You
Yeah, I
remember
remember
that?
that movie. Yeah, I remember that movie. Well,
That was
if you got
trash.
used to remember it.
With her that was her husband then at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, this was a pretty dope track and whatnot. So I like it.
I don't even remember the video. Is there a video for this?
Yeah, it's like a cartoon CGI kind of
I
video.
remember the cartoon. I remember the cartoon shit. I vaguely remember that. The beat was cool. I didn't care for that Madonna sped up voice sample thing. I didn't like it. It sounded like some Mario Brothers shit or something. I didn't care for it. I like it. It's not needed on the song, but I mean, the track was okay.
Definitely. Now we're gonna get to Love Me, Hate Me. Possibly my favorite track off this album. Possibly.
Okay.
This track right here was definitely a nice beat. It's just talking about, love him or hate him. He's still gonna do him. He's still gonna be his Ja Rule and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still gonna watch him and shit. So this was definitely my favorite track off the album.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, Ja don't really have like a lot of quotables I will quote from this album, but one of my favorite lines when he says, "And harm other niggas that want to stop my health is that failure, cause love never be hand over hand. It's man versus man." Definitely dope shit.
Right. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I definitely love the beat and the bass line and the synthesizers on this and the girl singing on the chorus. You got Josh saying, "I want to make it hard for these niggas so when they can't stand me, I make it so these niggas can't feed their families. And now, do you love me or do you hate me? Come on and get me. I keep it off safety." I thought it was a dope song. Definitely one of my favorites on here.
Definitely. Next we're gonna have "Die." Yeah, nice song. "Die." Featuring Cadillac Ty, Dave Bling, and Black Child. Now I kind of expressed last week I didn't really care too much for Black Child on some real shit.
Right.
Um, I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I just felt like he was. I'm gonna get a lot of flack. I felt like he was a
You get a
poor
flower.
man's version of Styles P. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah.
You hear
That's
me?
that is a disrespectful to Styles. As much as I didn't like the locks antics last night, that is disrespectful to Styles.
Hey!
Very
I love
disrespectful.
Styles. I'm being honest and shit. It's just Cadillac was. I like Cadillac, but Child, I never really cared too much for Child and shit. But he did do his thing on this track. They did do this thing on this track. I love that fucking beat though.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean it's not really my favorite posse cut. I'm gonna save that for another one, but
Right.
it's alright. It's alright.
Um, I like it. I thought it was a dope track. I always liked Black Child's lyrics. I thought he should have came out. He deserved to come out with an album. Real grimy track. Nice beats, nice horns on it. Black Child saying, "Word to God, if it feels like it would work to God, it feels like I'm from every hood. Because when you ghetto, you ghetto. With gat, you good. Sell cracks if you could. Bust your gat when you should. This is for my blacks from the bricks back to Inglewood." And I thought it was dope. And the chorus, everybody want to live, but they want to live scared. And fire track to me. I think Black Child stole the show.
Yeah, fire track. Um, they're gonna have "Fuck You." Well, who is titling these fucking songs? Like, die. Fuck you. Like,
Man.
well, fuck you too, Ja. Like, damn. Fuck you
Fuck you and
too,
die.
Ja. Shit.
Fuck you and die.
Fuck you and die from that ecstasy and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Irv Gotti on that ecstasy. So, fuck you up. His features are O1 and Vita. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this was another pretty it was a pretty ass song. This is probably one of my least favorite tracks of the album.
Right. It was
Not even
okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, not even Vita can save this.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like one of my favorites. I like the beat. You know.
Now, "I'll Fuck You Girl" skit. That beat was fire.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I like the
That's
skit is because that beat.
uh, I didn't like the skit at all. No,
Yeah, Gray Box. I could kill less.
didn't like that. That was like some girl talking about she wanted X, and the dude
Yeah,
is like, what X? What kind of X you want? I'm like, are they talking about pills or clothes?
I don't even
You know what I'm
fucking.
saying?
I thought they were talking about ecstasy, like the real like
Cause
ecstasy.
cause you know at that time, like a lot of women at that time in the 2000s was wearing like the XO shit.
Mm,
You know what I mean? I'm like, what is she talking about?
shit. Anyway, speaking of ecstasy, it leads us into the next track. Ecstasy, spelled Extasy. A play on fantasy and ecstasy.
Right.
That's creative. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
this features J.O. Felony, Black Child, and Cadillac Ty. Pretty much my favorite posse cut on this album. That Barry White sample. I mean, if you can get past Ja Rule, singing, then this is gonna be a dope song and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
J.O. Felony and Cadillac Ty had the best verses in my opinion,
Yeah.
especially Felony in my opinion. One of the most slept on West Coast MCs at that time. Him and
He
Warren
still
G
slept on.
held depth. Excuse me.
He still slept on.
Yeah, he still slept on.
Yeah.
Him and Warren G, they held the West Coast down for Def Jam,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, in the mid-90s.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get
Definitely.
that first album and shit.
Which one?
Need
Jay
to get
Felony?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have
I
that
was
one
I
either.
was this close on getting it one time, but
Mm-hmm.
bills. Anyway, yeah, this was a very dope track. Love it. My favorite posse got off this album.
This. I like I like the beat. It was like a club joint. It had like a disco melody to it, like a retro disco feel to it. Nice bass line. I could have pictured R. Kelly on the chorus for this. You
Mm.
know, um, I don't know. For some reason, it had like that R. Kelly '95 self-titled album feel to it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like a track masters kind of.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can definitely hear that. I can definitely.
Hmm.
All right. Track number 12, "It's Your Life" featuring Shade Shice. He was, if you guys remember, I hate to say it, but he was like a one-hit wonder with that "Where I Wanna
I remember that song.
Be."
Yeah, I remember it.
Out here with my thuggin' on, smoking on some weed.
Hmm.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man, this was actually a dope song too. I kind of see it more as like a continuation off the "Love Me Hate Me" track, in
Hmm.
my opinion. Definitely did his thing on Ja did his thing. Shade did his thing too, but this is mostly just Ja's song all the way.
Yeah, this was dope. I definitely enjoyed this song. It had like a island vibe to it. I like the
Yeah.
beat. John saying, it's a sin, but I sold my lost soul to win. Go to bed and die, then wake up breathing again. Cause I'm all in, even though shit ain't right. I wake up sweating my life every night. Hell bent. Is it the devil that gonna get me? Or does God don't feel like being bothered with me? So hard to hit me. I like this flow on that. And the chorus, if you fucking and stripping, it's your life. Niggas, if you hustle and stick 'em, it's alright. We all gotta eat, so live your life. Bitches, it's alright. Niggas, live your life. I love that. That was a good chorus for the song. Um, yeah, like it was good. Is it Shade Shice or Shady Shice?
Child, I don't even fucking know how you say it.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember that song. That was played a lot when that came out, and yeah, I'm trying to remember like what part of the song he was on. Was he on the chorus?
Hold on.
I thought Ja was doing the chorus mainly.
Shade is on verse 2.
Okay, yeah, that was dope. Definitely a dope collab.
Yeah. Um, Next track, "I Cry" featuring Lil Mo. Very dope track. It samples the OJ's Cry Together.
Hmm.
Um, this is actually the last song that they did with one another, him and Lil Mo,
Oh wow.
because for one, Irv wanted Ashanti to work more with Ja Rule, and It was, and then they would actually end up beefing with one another too,
Really?
him and Lil Mo, because this was like years after, because it was an episode I think of like 106 in Park or something.
Mm-hmm.
She was guest hosting, and she introduced 50's video or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and she gave a shout out to Ja Rule right after that,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much Ja kind of felt some kind of way about that too. He felt some kind of way. This happened late to actually they started feuding late 2001, mostly
Mm-hmm.
with the Irv Gotti shit, but it didn't really become public until 2003. No, no, no.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
she shouted out 50
Mm-hmm.
after she premiered a Ja Rule video,
Right.
and Murder Inc. was mad about that and stuff like that. And
Well,
Lil Mo pretty. You said
are they
what?
cool? Are they cool now? I mean, because Ja Rule and 50 ain't. So I mean, is Ja still cool with Mo or no?
Well, I'm gonna get into that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, Lil Mo actually sued Ja Rule in 2005
Wow.
because she felt like she didn't get her payment for the songs "Put It On Me" and "I Cry." But then they ended up being cool with one another by 2010.
That's dope. I've always wanted. I thought she like Little Mo was like a dope artist in her own right, and I thought she always made like dope features with like Fabulous and Ja Rule, and I remember when that happened. Like it was a shame to like they just stopped making hits together. But I definitely think she was great on this song, on the chorus, and it was a dope, nice thug ballad, nice beat. I like the Isley Brothers sample. Got Josh saying she ain't surprised in me. She just surprised that we been together for this long and I could be. Don't want to mistreat her. Thought it lasts forever. Cause if I cry, you cry, we cry together. So I thought it was like again like he was doing these type of songs that were big hits on the radio and video and it was dope.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Track number 14, "One of Us." Um, this track was really okay. It was a bit too long for me, in my opinion. Uh, I could take it or leave it.
This is one of my favorites. Definitely enjoyed this track. The horns on it, nice horn arrangements, the bass line, the beat. I love the chorus. If God was one of us, would he use his name in vain? I need to know. I love that. Josh saying, this game done changed me, made me an animal. I can't even laugh no more. My kids smile for me now. Definitely one of my favorites on here. Love it.
Okay, definitely. I don't really care for the Chris Black skit. I'm gonna be real with you.
That wasn't needed. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, and
And
the
he
last
had him on the
track,
first album. He had a skit, right?
yeah,
Yeah. What is like every album is a skit from him?
he's the mad rapper of Murder Inc. I guess. So,
Wow.
shit. Anyway, the last track, "The Rule Won't Die." If this was a longer track, this might be the best album. I mean, the best song off the album, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, it
Because
was this. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
yeah, it was just a pretty straight good song. He did
Mm.
his thing on this one. Just talk. Just pretty much talking about how he gonna keep being strong or whatever. It's pretty much a braggadocio track, but that beat is fire though.
Yeah, definitely a dope beat. Nice bass line, the guitar loop, nice horn arrangements. You got Josh saying, "Touch but don't taste, taste but don't swallow," and these are the rules we're supposed to follow. And then like his voice gets calm, and then it starts to pick up when he starts shouting. Yeah, I thought the song could have been longer. I don't know why they made it short, but it should have been like a longer full track. But it was
Yeah,
nice to end the album off.
definitely. Um, Overall, this is actually my favorite Jaw album. I feel like it was very well balanced. Josh stepping his pen game up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has a good mixture between the hardcore tracks and the R&B tracks
Right.
and whatnot. Pretty much his breakthrough album where everything has worked well, in my opinion. Yeah, there's some things about like choruses that was, and certain tracks I felt like it didn't really need to belong there, but at the same time, It's the best Ja Rule would ever be, and I'm gonna give this a 4.5.
I like the album. I think the album is solid. Very dope production and songs. He had bigger hits on this album. Um, I want to say he had like 3 or 4 major hits on this album. My favorite, the features were good with Lil Mo and the Murder Inc. and I love Love Me Hate Me and It's Your Life, One of Us, I Cry, Between Me and You, Put It On Me. Those are dope. It's to me, I still prefer the first album more than this one. I think the first album was definitely 5 mics. This one I would give 4 mics. But it's some bangers. Like I said, like there was more crossover appeal with this album than the first one. But to me, it gets better because I think like the other albums that we're gonna discuss, I think those are even better than this one, in my opinion. I don't know how people feel about those albums, but when we discuss Pain Is Love and the Murderers album and Last Temptation, I think it gets better. Down the line. So Ja was killing it. Like Ja Rule at this point was big, man. So I was a huge Ja Rule fan. I want to say when Ashanti first came out with Foolish, and when Pain Is Love came out, that's when I started promoting for Murder Inc. So I was fully on board with them at this point. So yeah, it's definitely a solid album.
Yeah, boy, I can't wait for you to talk about Pain Is Love next week. Oof. I don't know if I'll share the same sentiments with you, but
It's been a while since I heard that album too. So
same.
yeah, yeah. Pain Is Love. I like DJ Tim. I think it's dope.
Well, I mean, I like it, but I have my issues with it. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, last I checked, I remember some songs. I don't remember everything off of there, but it's gonna be fun to go back and revisit that album. So I know there was one song he gave a shout out to Vin Diesel because he was a like part of the. Remember, Ja was in Fast and Furious Part One,
Yeah,
and he gave a shout out to Vin Diesel. I want to say give a shout out to Vin Diesel on one of them tracks on there. And Smoking and Riding, I think it was one of those tracks.
shit. Um,
Somebody mentioned Fast and Furious too. Yeah, they were on like some of the Murder Inc. members were on that soundtrack.
Definitely. I'm gonna stay on for like another 20 minutes.
Y'all remember Down for You? Yeah, Down for You was dope. Definitely enjoyed that with the beach video. That was my joint. That was a big hit in the summer when that dropped in the summer.
Yeah.
Definitely. DJ Tim said, I love the pain track. My mom was crying when she heard that song. Said hits me, but she knew that the original one, but the Ja Rule one is loud. I'm not saying this is better, but I love the song. Bobby Bennett, Whitney Houston wasn't down for you. The video? I don't remember the
I didn't
video.
remember that. Well, it
It's been
makes
years
sense because
ago.
Bobby was trying to be in Murder Inc.
I
at the
remember they
time.
were right there trying to sign him, which I thought was a bad idea
Very
at
bad
that
idea.
point. I'm like, his voiceover was already going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why they sign him? You know, they're trying to sign him. They're trying to sign Nas. I think they were trying to sign Shine up at one point. Legion, salute, yo. We got Kemba Walker. I'm happy. We finally got a superstar here. I wasn't here when Legions was here. What did you think about the verses? Because I'm totally not feeling everybody posting this shit up about Dipset and they disrespecting Dipset legacy and the Locks won, but I wasn't trying to post no memes about Dipset and all that. I just think it's disrespectful to them. What's your favorite B-side vinyl of albums? What you mean? Like singles? I don't understand. Did you guys talk about the Pain version remake with Pac? What Pain version? It's
That's
not
gonna be
on
next week. You talking about the
for
So Much Pain song with Tupac?
Pain is Love? I don't even
Yeah,
remember that. I remember certain songs. I don't remember everything on that album.
mind you, that's one of the songs I really don't like off the album.
I don't want to hear it at all. Alice same. I don't know why you asking me about that. I don't understand the question. What's your favorite B-side vinyl of albums? What does that mean?
Are you talking about singles or you just talking about albums? 'Cause, yeah, he's
Favorite
talking about
B-side
singles.
single? Um, shit, that's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to like think about that. That's just a hard one. I got like so many singles and shit. I don't know. What's your favorite B-side single on vinyl, Reg?
I have to think about that too.
It's not coming to me right now. I think the verses was wild. There was talking. The verses was all over the place. It was not organized. There was not no security there. You had people, baby mamas coming up on stage. People serving drinks on stage. I never seen no shit like that. I'm like, they're not Wu Tang. Wu Tang is accustomed to coming on with, 100, 300 people on stage, and I'm like, I never see. And I've seen Dips in the Council and Locks. They never had this many people on stage before, so I didn't understand that. Ja Rule, Thug Lovin', or Wonderful with R. Kelly. I like Thug Lovin' better, even though I don't think Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown sounded terrible on that song, but I still like it.
I'm gonna go with Wonderful.
Favorite moments of last night? I didn't like none. I like the fact that it was the one thing I like to see. I like the fact that Dipset was back together with Jewels, and they looked like they were having fun. But all the nonsense, all the antics about Jadakiss, I didn't like none of that shit. I just thought they were acting extra, and it wasn't needed. You know what I'm saying? Like do your song, get off the damn stage and let everybody and let them get, do their song. There's all this back and forth and they talking shit about their clothes and all. I didn't care for all that. That's how fights start. If they had a fight and somebody pulled out a gun or something, it would have been you would have heard about that shit on the news. I just think they were just showing off for no reason. I've never seen Jadakiss. Jadakiss like bought out his whole damn chain collection. He had like 20 chains on. He's never done that. Usually when you see him, it's like a chain or two. He had his whole damn. I'm like, oh, so now we know what he spends on his money on is weed and jewelry. And everybody was acting extra. Jim Jones had on a leather sweatsuit in August. I don't know why you would wear that. It's not cold outside. Jewels, I don't know what the hell he was wearing. You know what I'm saying? It was just everybody was just acting extra.
Jewels took a nap. Well,
Yeah, nah, he
lots of
didn't.
people.
He was playing like he was taking a nap. I'm like, bro, you have on a jacket. Why are you wearing a jacket? Why you have on two bandanas? It's not 2003. Nobody wears that shit no more. Like what are you wearing? They just came totally unprepared. Like fashion wise, the playlist was terrible. The DJ, I heard the DJ they fired the DJ.
Yep.
The DJ he was awful. They could have gotten K Slade. Like you've done your mixtapes with K Slade. K Slade is responsible for creating that buzz when they formed Dipset and getting those classic songs out there. Why not hire K Slade for your DJ? Like, who is this DJ that you have and he's playing fucking West Coast shit that nobody wanted to hear there? You know what I'm saying? The minute you put on the Tupac hit him up, you took that shit off. Nobody wanted to hear that. You're in New York City. Like, play the shit that where we at. You know what I'm saying? It was just unorganized. Swizz was in another country watching it. Timbaland wasn't there. I didn't like it. I just thought it could have been better than it was. You know what I'm saying? And half of that is Dipset fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if they didn't do a sound check or what. They just came unprepared. Like the energy wasn't there, and then when they finally picked up the energy, it was already too late because the crowd was against them. Thanks to Jadakiss, inciting bullshit. I didn't care for it. You know, if you had state property there, they would have came prepared. That would have been a better battle because they would have been ready. I don't watch DJ Vlad. I could care less what favorite interview that he had. It should be exactly. It should have been 7 people because Freaky Zeke is part of them. Like that's another thing. A lot of people don't even know why Freaky is there. I'm like Freaky was always there. He was always dancing. He was the hype man. When they formed Dipset, Cam gave each one a position in the group. Cam was like the CEO. Jim was like co-CEO. I think Juelz was the president. Freaky was like vice president. They all had a position in Dipset. Apparently, people got amnesia and they forgot about all that shit. I don't get it. Like, what was you listening to in 2002 and 2003?
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden now we got amnesia because Dipset lost. All of a sudden nobody remember how many members was in Dipset or what they had out. Come on, I just think that's fake. I'm not dick around in the lock so they won. Yeah, I'm happy that they won, but at the end of the day, I did all this disrespect and all these stupid memes about Dip. I don't like all that. It's not called for, especially the way that the whole verses played out and from the jump is like everybody was against them from the jump. I don't like that shit. Because now it's like for many years in hip hop we had this whole regional problem with the East and the West and the South, and then it's like yesterday it's like, oh well, you're not from Harlem because you moved to Miami. We're still in the hood, and I don't like all that. That same problem is what separated this culture from the is why Biggie and Pac died, because they separated the regions and the people that different area code. I don't like all that. I just think it wasn't called for. Not in hip hop, not in 2021. So we're gonna start going back to this bullshit of, oh well, I'm from Brooklyn and fuck Harlem, and that's not needed. Not in hip hop.
And mind you, don't. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying is that area shit is not needed. Like, if there's a lot of artists that no longer live here. Fat Joe moved to Miami years ago. Noriega moved to Miami years ago. So they're no longer New York because they have a crib in Miami. P. Diddy have a crib in Miami. Will Smith does not live in Philadelphia anymore, people. He lives in Miami too, as well as the West Coast. So that they throwing stones. I just thought it was petty shit done by the Locks. I just think it was distasteful. I didn't like it, and I'm not gonna bite my tongue because motherfuckers want to dick ride the Locks. That's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could have been a more epic verses, but this whole shit talking on social media and petty bullshit ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Like, did they win a trophy? Because I didn't see no trophy being presented to them. Like, they morphed all these fucking memes about Jada was this and that. And I didn't see Jada handing no trophy. They were hyping this victory up for them compared to everybody else. What about when DMX beat Snoop Dogg? I didn't see DMX get no trophy. When Fab watched when Jada watched Fabulous last year, I didn't see him get no trophy for that. You know what I'm saying? All they made was like a couple of hats and shirts with the Drunk Jada on thing, because he trademarked the name and he made like a company or some shit out of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, like, you can't sit there and say this is for the culture and then y'all are fucking shit talking Dipset after the battle is over, like it was like some epic of battle and shit. Like, they didn't get handed no trophies and shit. I just think all that was uncalled for, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take your victory and go the fuck on with it. Like, they're all this back and forth and trying to shame them and trying to put down their legacy. Like, come on, man. When it come down to it, Cameron, like I said last night, Cameron and Jim got better albums than Jadakiss. So all that posturing on stage and shit talking don't mean shit. He couldn't album for album. He ain't fucking with them. My bad, Rage. What you? I know you had to say something.
Oh yeah, well, I was thinking about what I had to say, but yeah, because niggas forget like that's the reason why like when Nas was when Queensbridge was going after Queensbridge and ended up being a whole coastal thing in the early 2000s, people forgot
Exactly.
about that shit.
Exactly. So we're gonna turn this into a whole territorial thing in New York at this point. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of doing all that? Like, oh well, you don't live in Harlem, no, you in Miami. So is a lot of other artists. You think motherfuckers are still in the hood? That done made it? No. Jay-Z not in the hood. No, he's not in Marcy Projects. He's been left. So what you got to say about Jay-Z now? So Jay's no longer real because he moved out of the crib, like out of the hood. Come on, I just think that's stupid. You know, like if you want to be a hood nigga and you want to stay in the hood, and you well known, then that's not an accomplishment. I just think that's stupid. You know, and they antics kind of like sway the crowd. You're not gonna sway me. Like I got my own mind. You know what I'm saying? You're like the crowd. They want to be swayed by the bullshit and they want to feed up by with the bullshit. That's dumb. I just thought it was petty. It's like if you winning, like win with dignity. Like just trying to put them down and trying to talk shit about their legacy. I'm like, come on, man. Like y'all must have forgot how big Dipset was here. They touring together now. What shit. We don't know how that tour gonna end. And they got state property that's gonna be on that tour as well. So anything could pop off. They've had tours before with different cliques on the same tour and shit end badly. Y'all remember that tour with Cash Money and Rough Riders?
Oh
That shit
yeah.
didn't end. That shit didn't end good at all. So
Didn't No Limit and Cash Money get into it on tour too?
I don't know. I wasn't a No Limit head, so I don't know. I remember the Cash Money and Rough Riders tour. That was like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
That shit ended badly. So just because they on tour, don't mean shit can't pop off on there. That shit might come back up on tour. You never know. They could be coming to somebody's city on the road and niggas start shit talking again, and that shit could jump off to the point where the tour will just totally end. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care because they on tour. What you think? Because like shit is sweet because they on tour. Anything can happen. He was just too extra. I'm like, come on, Jada. If you put all that energy into your albums, you would have a classic album. You know what I'm saying? Like keep that same energy up when it's time for you to go back in the studio and make your next album. Don't try to show out for the audience and you want to talk shit about Dipset because Dipset, the majority of them niggas got better shit than you do.
Right. Okay, thanks, Ronnie.
Yeah, I don't remember them going on tour with Cash Money. It's like what you really in it for then? I thought niggas in it to be successful and to move out of the hood, not stay in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You remember when Mobb Deep said what was all the survival fittest? They said forever I'll stay in the projects. They didn't stay in the projects. Nas is not still living in Queensbridge. He been moved out.
Niggas be 52 still claiming gangs and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like go the fuck up, Jada. Come on, man. This whole you don't live in Harlem no more. You in Miami, so what's wrong with Miami?
Y'all niggas make me laugh.
You know what I mean? Like you want to be famous, but you still want to be like hood famous. Like it's not gonna fly. Way just too extra. Everybody was acting extra. It's almost like they ain't been in front of the audience before or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I've seen the locks 3 times. I'm like, they didn't act like this. You know what I'm saying? Cameron didn't act like this when I saw him. Like, you know, it was just everybody's just acting too extra. Rough Riders is the motorcycle group. They so hard, man. I don't even care about him. Just maybe like, man, show love. I don't know. I think that it all goes back to the shit talking. They did a lot of shit talking. I saw some clip online where Styles made some clip to Jim Jones saying that it ain't about fashion. Apparently he forgot the memo. It's about bars, and like he was pulling out like some shirts and shorts, and it was like a farmer's set or something he was wearing, some real cheap ass shit looking set he was wearing, and he was like, Jim Jones missed the memo. It's not about fashion. It's about bars. And I'm like, even if Jim Jones came in a white tee and beat up jeans, so what? His discography is still better than Sheik's own. Jim hustled to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like they took him as a joke back in the 99 2000 as an artist. He hustled his way to be where he's at now. He's still dropping irrelevant fucking music. He's still dropping heat. When the last time she had a classic album or Jadakiss? I'll wait. So you saying shit about Jim is irrelevant. I don't get that. He was on Adderall. I don't know, man. They all could have been high and drunk. Who knows? I didn't like the energy that they were both giving it. It was just unorganized, man. Too many people on stage that shouldn't have been there. No security. Everybody's not wearing no damn mask like we out of COVID. You know, from the moment they came on, it was just like the shit talking just started. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, let these niggas perform their song. Y'all get the fuck off. Let the other crew perform their song. You know, take your winning dignity. You want to be talking all this shit even after the fact, and then they got all these stupid people online posting all these damn memes and shit. You know, half of them motherfuckers don't even know all the members of Dipset. Like, you just posting shit about Dips and you don't even know the damn members.
That's the funny part.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Dip said he's only 4 members. Who's after that? They can't name them. They don't remember SAS. They don't remember Jaja. You know what I'm saying? They don't remember none of these other artists. But you claim that you're a hip hop head though, right? You a hip hop head, but you can't even name all the fucking members in Dipset. So I don't get it. You know, D Block was a record label, not a collective. It's only the Locks. They had other artists. None of them other artists on D Block ever came out. They had J Hood. Y'all remember J Hood? J Hood was down with them, and they got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't get it. Like this whole like social media bullshit and trying to be trendy. I'm not with it, man. I ain't feeling that shit. I just wasn't doing it. I'm not gonna fucking disrespect Dipset legacy because the Locks fucking won. I just thought it was stupid that how people was carrying on like they won a damn championship. I ain't see no heavyweight belts being distributed to the Locks.
50 started the memes also.
Yeah, but that's what 50 do. You know what I'm saying? Even if 50 was in the verses, he not. Are they giving 50 a championship belt? No. Until I actually see championship belts given out, what the fuck is the celebration about? I don't get it. Like they celebrated this shit like it was some epic thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Is it because of Jadakiss? We should already know what Jadakiss can bring. He's done this before. He washed the shit out of Fab by round 5. That was like a early loss. Like I'm not surprised that Jadakiss did what he did. But this whole celebrating the Locks and people talking down to Dipset, I don't like that shit. Because those are the same motherfuckers that was bumping Dipset back in '02, back in '03, and all of a sudden now they got amnesia. I never fucked with Dipset. I don't know the members. Yeah, right. Again, that's that social media bullshit for you, man. It's more than a movement, but it's like they had many members. It don't just start and end with just four members. Just like Wu Tang, they had 9 members. It go way beyond the 9 members. How many side groups did Wu Tang have?
Exactly.
You know, it's a collective. It's not even. It's more than just a group. Native Tongues is a collective. It wasn't just De La Soul and Tribe and Jungle Brothers. Yo, Kanye West is launching a porn site? Where you hear that at? You would know about that. He's the only one to talk about porn on here, yo. I wouldn't know
Interesting.
about that shit. I wouldn't know about that. I ain't hear about it. That's how they made it seem. They made it seem like it was some big competition. Like, oh, the Locks won. What did he get? What did they get for it? I didn't see no belts or trophies get handed out to them. Hip Hop DX said that. I didn't see when he said that. I'm following them on Instagram. I ain't see no post that they didn't post that shit up on here about that.
What's he gonna
Did you?
call it? Yeezus Hub?
Did you see? Are you following them on Instagram? Did they post anything? Because I didn't see anything about that.
I'm just minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make some because my paycheck came mad early and shit, so I'm trying to make some arrangements.
Yes, I remember hearing that he had a porn addiction, but I didn't hear about him doing no site. What is up with
Thank
these?
you.
What is up with these dudes having gorgeous wives and they have a porn addiction? Ever Benny had a porn addiction too, right? When he's with Holly Berry,
Yeah.
I don't get
And
that.
this 2011 Volkswagen Golf. That's a why would you have porn when you have Halle Berry?
Exactly. You have Kim Kardashian. Why would you need? Why do you have a porn addiction still?
Well,
I don't get that. I saw that they gave him some DMX leather. I thought he had that already though. Is that what they gave him as a gift? Oh boy,
I believe so.
A DMX leather jacket and a bottle of champagne. Gee, he's a world beater. He's a world beater. He beat everybody. There's a couple MCs that he can't beat. Y'all think
Mm.
he could beat Nas lyrically? I don't think he could beat Nas or Benny or Conway. You think he could beat Royce the 5'9" lyrically? I don't think he can.
Who Jada?
Yeah, he ain't fucking with Royce.
Mm.
He ain't fucking with Royce.
Mm.
Royce is on a whole different level than him.
That's actually a good competition. That was my scene.
But again, it would just be about bars because Royce don't have the discography either. Can he beat Lupe?
Man, fuck Lupe.
I like Jada Kiss lyrically, but Lupe is dope. But I don't like a lot of his shit. But lyrically, he's dope. I mean, I don't know. Lupe would be tough too. He ain't no slouch.
I know, but I'm just Lupe is just Lupe. That's all I gotta say.
What does that
Who?
mean?
I don't know.
Can he beat Banks? Can he beat Beans? I
Ooh,
don't know.
well, Beans. I got Beans over Jada. I'm gonna be
What
real
about
with you.
Banks? Can he beat Banks lyrically?
Yes,
You think so?
yes.
Hmm. Okay. I think that would be a split. He got a bottle of champagne. Who everybody could buy a bottle of champagne. That's the prize that he got for all his hard work last night. They were acting like he was like I seen some meme where they had like he had like 63 points and he had like a Nick jersey on him. Like really? Is this what we doing? Conway's in the pool. I saw Conway wearing that shit. I didn't like it. I guess he's doing that for attention. I don't know. That you won't catch me wearing that. That's for sure.
I'm gonna stay off for another 10 minutes. The niggas trying to look hard and shit.
Right. In the skirt.
I thought it was like an African thing he was wearing.
No, that's a skirt.
Uh,
Y'all remember the song "It Kills Me" by Melanie Fiona? Yep. Good song.
it kills me.
Very underrated singer.
That's my shit. She should have been bigger.
She should have. But you know, she not out there showing skin and everything, so and acting like a thought. You know.
You funny.
I heard P Diddy has a new label coming out. Is that true?
Yeah, he's trying to have an R&B label.
Why? You fucked up Bad Boy. Why do you? Who is letting him come out with another label? Why? Why is this man still in the industry? He should be gone. After the disaster of Bad Boy, he has nerve to come out with another label? R&B at that? What kind of R&B you gonna be putting out?
Um,
God.
that's deep. That's deep.
Y'all remember the song "Fool for You" by CeeLo? I don't remember that song.
Yeah, I remember that song. I'm a fool. That song.
What year was that?
What's that? 2012, 2013 maybe?
I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember that song. Lady Killer album was dope. I enjoyed the Lady Killer album. Oh, his album's good? Who you talking about? Puffy? No Way Out was his only good album to me. I didn't like none of his other shit. Yeah, if Mace want to battle somebody, battle Puffy. Battle your old boss. Album for album. Harlem World versus No Way Out. Who wins that? I mean, Mace is on the album anyway, right? So let's get that one album battle in.
That's funny.
You know, who you got, Reg? Harlem World or No Way Out?
Ooh, Harlem World.
Harlem World.
Mm-hmm.
Mace is on No Way Out. Puffy's on Harlem World. That's a good matchup. They need to make that happen. Press play. I didn't like that shit. Trash.
That was a whack. That was a whack album.
After the second album, I learned my lesson not to buy any more Puffy albums. I actually got Dirty Money, but Dirty Money's more like a collab album with him and them two chicks. And he had like a shitload of features. Drake was on that. I think Swiss Beats was on that. That was actually decent, but I don't consider that a Puff Daddy album. Like, you know, that Saga Continues and all that other bullshit. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. What? Skylar
Sam
Grey. I heard.
said,
Huh?
Sam said Suge Knight and Puffy are
Oh,
evil.
Skylar Grey. I heard her first album. I actually enjoyed her first album. I don't know. It got like a lot of hate because Eminem did a lot the production on it, but I actually enjoyed her first album. I didn't care for her second album. Puff Daddy is a champion that changed all artists' lives. Nothing can take my pride. Do you get it? Gay pride. I don't know what you're saying, DJ Tim. I don't know what you're saying. Sam said I can't stand Skylar Grey. Okay. What do you think about Cassidy albums? I like I'm a Hustler. But even that's not a classic album. And he's a great lyricist too. But he don't have any classics. Skylar Grey was also Skylar Grey was also on the Dirty Money album you're talking about? I believe she was on there. Sam said it's trash. I didn't like Cassidy's first album. I did not like that at all. Papoose?
Thank you.
Papoose ain't got no classics out there. We actually doing a discussion about that very same thing about lyricists that have bad discographies and shit like that. Papoose is on that list. He's a good lyricist, but he had no classic albums.
Yeah, I didn't care for Papoose.
His mixtapes were dope, but a lot of them couldn't translate going from mixtapes to albums and doing hit records. You know, Joe Budden is another one. Dope lyricist. He ain't got no classic albums.
Right.
You know, Ransom. I like Ransom's shit now, but the mixtape shit he was dropping was dope. But he didn't know how he don't know how to make a hit record. Alphabetical Slaughter, that was a dope song. Like he have joints. Like his mixtapes were great. You know what I'm saying? But he have no hit records. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no classic albums. Mixtapes and albums are different. You know, a lot of them suffered from that. That's why like they got dropped from labels because they couldn't make a radio friendly song. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Jin? Jin was on 106 and Park Freestyle Fridays. He was a dope lyricist. He couldn't make a hit record. Rough Riders dropped him. Sirius Jones, he was a dope battle MC. He couldn't make a hit record. I don't think he ever came up with an album actually. Fabulous albums are trash. I like some of Fabulous albums. He's another one that don't have no classic albums. He's a dope lyricist. I like some of his albums, but they're not classic. You know what I'm saying? G-Rap is definitely way better. Soul tapes are good, no, but those are mixtapes. You know, him and Jada's in that same boat. They don't have no classic album. Dope lyricists. They have no classic albums. When you ask people what's your favorite Fab album, it varies. Or some will say they don't fuck with his albums like that. They like his mixtapes. Or same thing with Jada. It's different answers you're gonna hear.
Right.
You know, the one consensus you can say about Raekwon, he got that one classic album that everybody loves. You know, y'all remember this song "One Man Woman, One Woman Man" by Dave? Is that on the first album?
I think so.
I have the first Dave Hollister album, Ghetto Hymns. Kiss the Game Goodbye is a classic. I don't think that's a classic. I think that's his best album for him, but I don't think it's fucking with any other classic album out there. Wale, I like Wale's earlier shit before he left to go to MMG. I don't like none of his stuff on MMG, except for the Ambition album. I like that one, but the Gifted I actually have. I don't think it was great. All this shit that he's doing, that the world beat music and shit he's doing, I don't care for that.
Easier, son.
I like Attention Deficit. That was a dope album, and the More About Nothing mixtapes. I like them joints, but I don't like none of his stuff on MMG after the first album.
Yeah. I didn't care for him in MMG.
And he has a new song with Primo actually. He has a new song coming out with Primo.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that Primo produced. It's from a movie though.
Oh, wow.
There's some song from a movie that's coming out, but Primo produced. I'm like, yeah, this is a good look, yo. Wale and Primo. I'd rather him work with Primo than Rick Ross. He's not made for the Rick Ross image.
Yeah, I agree on that. But yeah, I'm actually about to end it off for the night because I'm about to eat some dinner.
Right.
But this has been a real ass review. Sunday is gonna be Chino XL's Here to Save You All album. Really cannot wait to talk about that one. Really cannot wait to talk about that. Friday is gonna be the gameplay and shit like that too.
Right.
I do plan next week, probably do the Nelly double review.
Oh Lord.
I know you've been waiting on that one.
Oh Lord.
But I'm gonna see when
that's
Ash
gonna be
is,
interesting. Oh, Ashley's
I'ma
gonna try
see.
this?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Ash is free on that when she's free.
That's gonna be interesting. I want to see what you and Ashley grade his albums.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a double trash review or is it gonna be epic?
Yeah, man. Did you finish the bangers list yet?
I still gotta add the 2 tracks left. I keep forgetting to add that. But I'm gonna finish it on the weekend. So
Okay, bad.
Sam said, "Fuck Nelly, I'm with you, Sam." How dare Reg?
But later on after I eat, I'm definitely gonna try out the Def Jam and shit to see. I didn't forget about that.
You coming back on? Or you just gonna come on privately over?
Privately, I'm gonna see
Okay.
if it works with the method I'm trying.
Right.
All right. With that being said, hope everyone has a good night. Thanks
Yeah.
again, Try.
All right.
And I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.